Well, I want to put this out because I saw the, I don't even want to call them the liberal media because actually I'm pretty damn liberal. I don't really give a damn what anybody does, man. Hey, anybody do their own thing, right? But they put them stuff out about Rancher Bundy, the guy that's going up against the BLM, that he's a racist. Well, I'm going to state this. Rancher Bundy actually is an Oreo in reverse. Oreo in reverse. In other words, he's black on the inside, white on the outside. And I'm going to say why. First off, he's fighting the Global Plantation. Who the hell is the freaking gives the right of the federal government in cahoots with the United Nations and the world government planners to take over all the land in the West for environmental reasons, supposedly. And, they kill cattle, they tell people to go to hell, and there's a couple turtles over there, and they ain't even protecting them, but basically, we all know the deal. It's a bunch of, there's always a money angle to every damn thing. Actually, that's really what it is. But, I know what he said. He said something, Rancher Bundy said something about the black people that are on government assistance. They're worse off now than they were when they were slaves. That's what he said, right? But, in reality, the more things change, the more things stay the same. It's like they got games going on in different ways. And, I'd have to say this, actually making money and having your own agricultural enterprise would probably be a lot smarter than having government assistance. I think that would be cool because, actually I'm thinking about some of that myself, but I don't know a damn thing about it. That's one problem. I realize it's probably going to be lucrative in the way situation's going in the world. Everybody's got to have food, and nobody wants to do that kind of stuff anymore because it's too much work, But Rancher Bundy basically is like an Oreo in reverse, Now, Obama, that guy, I think he's kind of like the other way around. He's like an Uncle Tom. Everybody, basically, a lot of people, well, I don't want to say who the hell, I don't even know who the hell voted, I don't even pay attention to, but I heard a lot of people that were of darker skin voted for Obama because they figured I think a lot of people voted for Obama, but I didn't vote for either one of those guys. Actually, to tell you the truth, I voted for third party. But the guy, he's owned by the freaking establishment. There's no doubt about that crap, And, that's the thing you got to watch out for, fighting the establishment itself. So, and the one damn thing they put out there, it's called the Global Plantation. This is where I hate environmentalism, man, to tell you the truth. It's not like, I'm really cool with, saving the earth. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with less pollution. I don't like seeing stuff get all screwed up on the earth. I don't want to see, endangered species. I don't want to see, garbage freaking all over the freaking planet or something in the oceans and plastic all over the place in landfills. I'm not for all that stuff. But you know what they're doing? They're trying to steal everybody's private property rights, and actually, by doing that, their individual rights to make them, that allows people to be independent. What the elitists are trying to do is trying to own everybody and everything. Basically, it's like one big damn corporation, That's even why they changed it from, personnel. Remember they used to call it the personnel department in a company, like with people. Now it's like human resources. Resources? It's like you're a freaking commodity, man. Disposable garbage, you know what I mean? That's the freaking global planners doing this kind of garbage. And I say Bundy, he's going against that crap. And that's why they're freaking trying to paint him in a corner, So, I'm just going to put it this way. The guy's basically an Oreo in reverse. That's what he is. He's a black man. Well, I don't know if he's a black man on the inside, but he's fighting the Global Plantation. That's what he's doing. He's fighting the Global Plantation. He's not for the elitists. The politicians in Washington, they're for the freaking elitists. And there's not too many elitists around anymore. Actually, a lot of people don't realize how skewed things are getting. They're getting far more skewed than imaginable. It's like, I guess the only time in the United States it's been worse was probably during the late 1900s, during the time of the robber barons. But, at least back then, you can go west and get the hell out of the freaking garbage, and they didn't have too many laws and restrictions out there about any damn thing at all. You know what I mean? It's like we're getting more and more skewed one way, and they're coming up with 50 million regulations all over the place. The internet is a blessing, and it's a bad thing. You know, it's control. In some ways, it could be, but in the other way, it's communication. It's communication. So when I saw the, and actually I could say I'm a liberal basically. In true sense, the word means something else different from what the communist bastards freaking make it into. Liberal is actually a good word, man. It really is. That means like anybody could do their own damn thing as long as you ain't messing up nobody else's shit. You're fine. You can do anything you want. That's really what liberal is. But I guess we want to call them the control freaks, guised as liberals. They talk like they're liberals. They're going after Bundy and trying to smear him. So what's going on by smearing him as a racist? He's losing support in some of the political areas. And I'm like, this guy should have shut his damn mouth, man, because he's freaking stupid for free. The guy should have never said what he said. Even if he thinks it, he should have never said it. But even if you analyze what he said that blacks today are basically getting more screwed over than they were back when they were slaves. It's practically like that, except it's in a insidious, sneaky way. It probably is that way. That's not exactly what he said, but it's more or less how I interpret what he meant. But you got to remember what the guy's about. Basically, he's fighting the freaking Global Plantation. He's fighting the elitists, and they don't like it, And basically, he's a good guy. That's all I want to put it as, that, But the thing is, I have to say this too. One thing I always found interesting. This is a little wisdom from the Hopi Indians. I want to throw this out here because I was I said, man, maybe that's true. He said, there's 4 main races in the world, right? There's the white man, the black man, the red man, the yellow man. Not in any particular order. I'm just throwing it out there. He says, I also found this interesting. The white man was the fire. The black man was the water. The red man was the earth, and the yellow man was the wind. Had control of these resources. And you almost kind of think of that shit. I was like, man, that's kind of weird because fire is the engine, the Tesla, the electricity, the rocket, that kind of shit. The Indian with the earth and the wind. I don't know, man. It's like, maybe there's differences, but what it goes on is the communist and the elitist try to exploit differences to fucking control people. See what I mean? You have to be an idiot not to figure there's not some kind of differences between peoples. But the people on the top that are the freaking plantation assholes, they're trying to, they exploit the differences to try to control everybody and use everybody as human resources. So, you got to recognize that there probably is some kind of differences between races in some ways, in different ways. Maybe what the Hopi Indian says. I saw something recently. I think it was a black guy. It was he developed something with water, and I was thinking about that Hopi prophecy thing or whatever the hell it was. The control of the waters, the realm of the water. Is the black man thing, right? He developed something where you can use a hell of a lot less irrigation with water and grow robust plants and have a hell of a lot more productivity in agriculture. So figure that one out, man. Actually water is going to be one of the big resources in the future, and it's going to supersede oil. So if you can make do with water, less water, and get more productivity out of it, especially with agriculture, which is going to be a big industry in the future, it's probably going to be highly lucrative. You know what I mean? So, in a way, Bundy's remarks were tangentially correct. How's that? Tangentially correct. But you got to put it this way. I'm going to say this again. He's a reverse Oreo. He's black on the inside, he's white on the outside. If you don't like that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying it for? Because he's fighting the global plantation. He's fighting the bullshit. He's fighting for independence. And so what? That sounds good to me. You know? So, there's a lot of reverse Oreos out there. What the hell can I tell you, man? You can't judge a book by its cover, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of Oreos out there, too. Which could be Obama. Right? Anyway, just figured I'd put this out here because food for thought, and it's something else you don't really get on YouTube because these people are so goddamn politically correct. They're scared to say any damn thing, you know what I mean? They are a bunch of yo-yos. Anyway, over and out.